Hello, 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 everybody. Man, I feel nostalgic being here like this. It reminds me of my very first stream. It's kind of crazy that we're finally here at the end of this island. Guys, my name is Sunny. If you're new here, welcome back to Animal Crossing. Today, we are touring my island, Elysium. I really shouldn't have got out of that already. See, it is just like my first stream. I don't know what I'm doing still. I hope you're all doing very well today. What is today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Elysium is a rural Japan kind of Ghibli countryside inspired island, I suppose. I've been working on this for about a year now. And yeah, I don't know. We've put a lot of hard work into this island. I really love it. And yeah, I guess let's just get right into it, shall we? I set the dream address, so let me go ahead and do that. Fancy if it will work. Hello. There we go. So we have a dream address for Elysium now. It's set at around this time during cherry blossom season. And yeah, feel free to check it out if you like. It has been so long. Like, it's a little over a year now. Like, let's see. It's the 19th. I think I started like June 15th or 16th or something. So about a year on this island. Pretty good timing, I guess I would say. I definitely didn't plan this, but thanks for being here, Nylon. Trying to think of a good place to start, to be honest. I guess let's go this way. So here's the entrance. Pretty simple. I've got some train tracks. I have arrived. Hey, Tatsu. Glad to have you here, buddy. You didn't get here late. We kind of just started. Time flies when you're suffering in the south. Yeah, I guess so. You're not wrong. You were there for the bulk of the time I've been working on this, so that's kind of funny to think about. So yeah, let's just get started. We got this little bus stop right in the front of town along the road. And if you go down this road, we have a little gas station going on. I'm curious to see whose houses I'm actually going to be able to go into. I decorated the inside of Tad's house like a little convenience store. I don't be sorry for not checking in. Look, I'm just happy when you guys are here, you know? Like, we don't worry about the other stuff. This was was this the first build I did? I think it might be. I can't honestly remember, but I think this might be my very first build, so it's pretty fitting that I'm showing this one off first. I don't think I actually changed it at all. I still really love this build. It's honestly still one of my favorites. I love these gacha machines. Have you done these in real life, guys? These are the most fun things ever. It's like serotonin. We basically have the same exact thing here in America, but I don't know. They make my little brain happy, so. But yeah, I love this build. Just below that, we've got this little parking area. Nothing too crazy. End of the train tracks. Got a lot of these dirty cars around, because I feel like my island is just a little, not dirty, but a little dingy, you know? A little old, a little worn in. I guess we're going this way first then. So there's a bunch of things you can do over here. We'll start on the beach, because the beach is pretty simple. Just a little beach surf shack. And then we have got a little changing area, vending machines, recycling and all that. It's not dingy, it's rustic. You're right. You're so right. Played some gacha machines when I was in Japan. Oh no, did you get the same character? Man, when the stars align and you get the exact thing you want out of a gacha machine, it's truly the best day ever. So here, back up, we've got a little, privacy ramen stand where you can get your order and eat your dinner in peace and not worry about socializing and stuff like that. I saw one of these online and I thought it was very cool. Because I think you just fill out your order on a piece of paper and then they just kind of pass it to you through like a privacy booth, and you just have this little booth that you can have your ramen in or whatever food you're having in. I assume they maybe do more than just ramen at some of them, but I don't know. I changed that little "We're Open" sign above it because I thought that looked cute. You could get a nice little picture moment here if you decide to come visit. That sounds like my luck. You have pretty good luck in those, I feel like. We'll go up first. Up from there, which I don't think Kiki is home either, but we have a little bakery. We have Kiki's delivery service, if you will. Our luck now. Hell yeah, communism. But yeah, Kiki has a little bakery set up. I really like the inside of it. I'm hoping that you will be able to see it in the DA. I'm not exactly sure if you will be. But then if you go through the bakery, you have ye old video shop. Remember when those used to exist? Yeah, me neither. You use a delivery service. Yeah. Yeah, I think I only have 2 Ghibli references in here. But, I had to put some in, you know. If I open any blind bags. Yeah, I have way worse luck with blind bags than gacha machines. I feel like the few gacha machines I've liked most of the stuff I've gotten. Got a button of my favorite character once. That really made my day better. But yeah, the little video shop kind of tucked in. Trees behind. I did this pretty early on, too. I don't even remember. I think it was when we were hunting. God, who are we hunting for? I don't know, but Kiki kept showing up on my hut, and then I decided that she needed to live on my island because she's my favorite villager. And I simply could not resist because I found her like 2 or 3 times on a hunt, which was crazy. Because cats are kind of rarer to find, the one you want, you know, so. Next to all that going on, we had this construction site, which I got inspiration for this whole kind of stairs area online. I'm gonna try to link all of the references and, I referenced pictures on Pinterest and a few videos, so I'm gonna try to link all those and hunt them down in the description of this VOD when that comes out. But, yeah. I like the construction. When all the new stuff came out, I really wanted to use it because my last island was not very modern. Molly is still here, yeah. Yeah, we'll get to Molly. I hope we'll be able to go in her house, maybe. I think you'll like what I did with Molly's house. But, yeah, I wanted to use all this, construction furniture. I just thought it was all so fun, and I like all the scaffolding and stuff I've kind of placed around. Yeah, I couldn't let Molly go. This isn't really the way I intend to walk around the island. Val has arrived, everybody. Welcome, buddy. Thanks for being here. But beside the construction, I have a little kind of area where I feel like the construction workers maybe chill out, eat their lunch, drink their pop, stuff like that. Hope you're doing good today, though. Yeah, so let's go this way to our most recent build, I guess. Our rock garden. Can you call it that? I think it came out really cute, but I don't know if it really is much of a rock garden. I tried. I don't know why I thought making a rock garden on the peninsula would be the greatest decision, just with placing and stuff. I went in a bit over my head with this one. I think we'll try to plan a bit more ahead on the next one. Good point. Yeah, unfortunately, Tank, I did not get him back in time for the tour, I'm afraid. I don't know, I feel like I might need to have him on my next island to pay back all of us who miss Tank. I miss Tank, I'm gonna be real. But yeah, this was the last build that we did. We have a little rock garden, kind of like a monument area of sorts. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't even talk about my outfit. That's what I wanted to talk about at the beginning. I ditched my sweater at the last second in favor of the frog shirt because I thought that would be fun. I think this was one of the first shirts we got in the game, actually. But I thought it was cute. I thought it was springy. What the fuck? You have Dad on your shirt. Where's the tank? We're gonna have to find. I'm really just rubbing salt in your wound that Tad is on this island and not Tank. Poor Tad. He doesn't deserve all this, you know? When does Beardo make appearance? Honestly, I'm thinking I'm gonna save Beardo as the grand finale. I think that's what I've decided. We'll come back to this area, but these beaches are just pretty plain. I just put some wave breakers and such. And then over here, they got a little picnic. Yeah, don't spoil it. Beardo's at the end. He will come, don't you worry. Yeah, we got this little picnic area. I feel like this is another cute little, like, photo area. Like, that's pretty dang cute, right? I don't know. I've outdone myself. I'm just kidding. But yeah, just a little picnic area. Probably could have benefited from me putting a little blanket down. But hey, you live and you learn. Yeah, those little treats, they look so good. All the food in this game looks delicious. Like, look at this little sushi. I'm so sad Coco's not home. No one's home. I want to show off their houses. It's gonna be like the houses I decorated like normal houses that are home. But this is Coco's house. I turned it into a conveyor belt sushi restaurant. She's slacking on the job. Gosh, Coco, get back to work. GK, it's been sitting out for a while. Yeah, it's just got all these cherry blossoms sticking out of it. Good stuff. But I really like the way this build came out. I guess check out the building houses video if you want to see it. Since Coco is not going to be home right now. Because I really like that one. I like the way we used the conveyor belts. I thought that was really cool. That build was a lot of fun. And then next to the conveyor belt sushi, we have a little boba food truck. Get your boba. There's some little tables. But yeah, go up to the truck and get your boba. Okay, we'll go back that way. It's kind of an awkward area because we're gonna have to repeat a little bit, but that's okay. If you come up this way on the road, this is kind of like you can drive on this road, but it's like, it's a known dead end unless you take the turn that way. But we just have these little side shops, you know, little walkways, little side shops that you can get whatever you need from. Little bikes, little fake buildings and such. Let's see, let's go this way. This reminds me of, yeah, it does remind me of my first video, right? Like, it's kind of making me super nostalgic. I'm kind of just like, what is this? Is this feelings? Blech. We getting boba? Hell yeah, we getting boba. So over here is kind of like tucked away. That I basically made this little faux tunnel that like goes under this big bridge that I made out of land. So it doesn't look like a fake tunnel, but you know, we pretend. We pretend. Nothing too crazy over here. Just a little vending machine area. Look how far we come. Oh, our little girl's grown up. But yeah, just the road. Let's go this way. Back here, we just have a little back alley situation, kind of behind the sushi restaurant. There's some fish and boxes. They're getting their new stock in, you know. I remember that too. You're killing roaches left and right. I was just stomping on roaches. I'm probably going to stomp on even more roaches today. I like a lot of these backstore areas I've done though, just because I like cramming cardboard boxes all over the place. No wonder there's so many roaches on my island. The bloodbath of 23. Back in this corner, so this is a little internet slash obviously real life reference because a YouTuber I watched named Sophia Nygaard, when she went to Japan once, she found this little alleyway of vending machines, and I wanted to make this little vending machine corner just crammed full of a bunch of vending machines. And I really love this little area. I think it came out super freaking cute. I just love all the crap I kind of stuffed back here. Like, I love the random shopping cart, you know, like someone's just chilling, reading a book, chilling in this alleyway, you know. I don't know. I think this area is cute. Also, I didn't know what to do with this space, so, you know, why not shove a bunch of vending machines there? And then when you come this way, you kind of get into a more nature-y part of the island. There's a few of those, not too many. But, this is the campsite. Alright, I wanted to see what time we're at. I need to not fly through this too much. But this is campsite. We got little maps, kind of like hiking and stuff, and a little campsite sign, a little bike. Obviously, the actual campsite tent. And yeah, just a chill, kind of cozy little area. Roast marshmallows and stuff. Ah, nature. Exactly. You get it. You get me. Man, I love roasted marshmallows. That's a god tier snack, okay? It's like, anybody who doesn't like roasted marshmallows, we have beef now. But yeah, back here, just another little tent, little shrine, in case you want to, say anything quick on your way through. And then back here, behind the campsite, we have a little onsen area. Just a little chill place to, you know, soak and vibe and all that. Take care of yourself. I love all these little, like, hot spring items. It looks cozy back here. I do need to walk slow because of the lag. I also realize I need to get some of my notes out because I gotta accurately talk about some parts of the island. Where are my notes at? Apparently I have misplaced them. That's not good. If I can't find them, we're just gonna have to do our best. Also, I just spun my headphone jack around. Before stream started, I really pulled a classic get up from my desk and not take my headphones off. So, it just yoinked off my noggin. And I didn't think people did that in real life, but here I am. I don't know where my notes are also, so we're just gonna do our best. What do you mean marshmallows? Don't know if I've ever had any. Have you not had marshmallows before? I'm like, I need you to explain. But yeah, just a little hot spring onsen. I like this. I think it's cute. I always like to decorate the beaches because, I don't know. I feel like people skip over the beaches. I think I said this in my first stream probably, but I like decorating them. I think it is fun. It's also really challenging, which is kind of fun. You're not too late. Hello. I was like, we're gonna backtrack a bit anyway. So no worries. Hey, thanks for being here. Welcome to the tour. Back through the vending machines. I love that build so much. And then this, I guess we're wandering upon, not really, but kind of our semi-first sort of anime-inspired build. Basically, Skate the Infinity is one of my favorite shows, and I wanted to make a skate park in a city. So that's what I did. And this one is so fun to me. It's like very out of my comfort zone, just a lot of really weird layering and stuff. And I just think it's a lot of fun. Not as big of a thing over here. Really interesting. Because it's just like whipped. I guess it's not always egg white, but like sugar and stuff. It's so interesting. But yeah, I really like the skate park. There's a lot of stuff tucked into like the nooks and crannies, you know? Like I can't actually get over there. And also tilting down like that is highlighting the fences being uneven. But yeah, I just crammed really as much as I physically could because this kind of corner was a little bit awkward to try and line up these inclines, which I used for little ramps that I did definitely see online and definitely did not come up with that on my own. Someone else did something else. Maybe it was just different inclines, I think. I could have sworn people used like a furniture item too. That was slightly different than this, but I really like these blue inclines. I probably wouldn't use these under fairly normal circumstances, and I think the pop blue is very fun. And yeah, you can just do trick shots and make my island explode and watch everything lift into the background. Anyway, just a little skate park, lots of skateboards lying all over. Obviously, another vending machine. It's debatable whether vending machine or this fence is my most used item on this island, probably. I used entirely too many. Okay, I think that is it for that little section. Is she on X Games? She is on X Games. We'll go this way, because it's kind of not a ton going on. So this is kind of like a little walk-up alleyway that just brings us back to the convenience store ramen place. I just wanted to do like a little walking alleyway with like little buildings kind of lining it and making it kind of narrow and like not like claustrophobic, but just, you know, like there's pathing. You have to go certain ways kind of stuff. Love the vending machines everywhere. Honestly, I always see those vending machines. Ooh, I punched my mic. I always do this. Clearly I need to work on that. But I always see the little vending machines all over Japan, and they just have such fun things in them, and I want to try all of it. Gotta put those Crocs in sport mode. Absolutely. I wish there was Crocs in this game. I feel like that'd be funny. But yeah, anyway, just a little alleyway kind of situation. Back here is the car of the convenience store owner. I made it blue because Tank used to live there, and we decided blue would be good for Tank, so technically it's probably still Tank's car. I'm trying to think directionally where we should go. I think we'll stick to down here. This brings you to the square. Everybody knows her. We got the flag. I like the way I kind of hide everything around, like kind of enclosed it a bit. I think that's fun. I don't know, I like surrounding things and like cliffs and stuff and making it feel kind of sunken in, I guess. I think that's fun. I need Crocs IRL. I've never had them. Oh my gosh, now you guys talking about Crocs. I'm trying to think. Let's go this way. Let's go this way first. So speaking of Molly, now we're at Miss Molly's house, and she is home. Molly has a little manga/bookstore. So some other little anime references that I wasn't quite sure how to like make full builds for, because what am I going to do with Attack on Titan on, like, a relatively contemporary island? But I love Attack on Titan, so I had to include some little Attack on Titan manga over there on the right, some Horimiya on the left. We love a romance. But let's go inside. It's funny that this one is like Molly's home, because the inside of this is honestly not actually my most favorite build compared to the other houses I made. Molly does sell manga in Molly's manga store. Exactly. You get this. Beardo is the Beast Titan. Clearly I should make an Attack on Titan island and Beardo should be the Beast Titan. I like the way you think. But yeah, just a little cozy kind of manga shop. I wanted to... Crocs are truly an experience. I like how the Crocs keep coming. The inside of this isn't my favorite. I wanted it to like balance with like bright colors of it like looking more like a manga section, but also because everything on this island is kind of not retro, but like, you know, this island isn't 2024, you know? This island is maybe like 80s or 90s, I feel like. Perhaps. Maybe the early 2000s. I don't know. But... So I wanted it to look a little bit dingier, like how everything else on the island kind of looks. And I'm not sure that it all really goes together. But, you know, it's still cute. You can still get your books here. Get you some ultra rare Cowboy Bebop manga. That goes for like $1 bajillion online. Can't say it one time fast. Say that 5 times fast. Y'all are a trip. Hi, Molly. What's up, bestie? I forgot she calls me S-Beans. It might be. I could be totally wrong. I love the Crocs talk. Should I get Crocs? Let me know. S-Beans, have you heard? There's gonna be a fishing tourney. Oh, I haven't played a single fishing tourney on this file. I love Molly. She's so stinking sweet. But yeah, she got a little checkout counter. Just a bunch of books. A little globe. The choices you make in home furnishings are based on your innermost desires. But that's not the case for me at all. Wow. I built her house. She said, I do not like that globe. Jeez, okay. On that note, let's go. We should get Crocs. We need to do that, like, buy 4 sale again. I forget what it was. And convince everybody to get Crocs. Let's go this way. Okay. So it looks like Miss Shino's home. So next on the house docket, I guess we're really just going in order like this. But Miss Shino has our fancy sushi restaurant. So there's a lot of buildings in this area. It's kind of like, this is like the city area, you know? So we're exploring our businesses at this moment. Don't need convincing to get Crocs. Speaking of cooking, aw, what was there? I think a table. So she's kind of messing with the vibe a little bit, but that's okay. I already no, those are butterflies. I thought those were roaches. I was like, whoa, what are they doing? Pound cake. I'll take a free pair. Exactly, we get you the free pair. So where is the Nicolas Cage shrine? You know, I never included Nick Cage. Maybe I will on the next island somehow, because vampires could potentially be relevant, and wasn't he recently in that terrible vampire movie? I forgot about the Nick Cage lore on this island. I really did. Anyway, let me get off Shino's dialogue. It's called multitasking Sunny. Have you heard of it? Already know that recipe, apparently. It says maybe, but means no way in hell. I gotta give you guys hope, you know? But yeah, this is the sushi restaurant. Just a little cozy, fancy place, you know? I got a nice little bar, little sushi. I want sushi. I haven't had sushi in a minute. But I like this place. It reminds me of, Kobo, which is a place that we used to go to when we were in college. And it's still probably my favorite sushi place ever, which is insane because it's in the mountains. So tell me how that makes sense. Look at Shino thinking. But yeah, Shino is the owner of the sushi restaurant. I love the red wallpaper. I just love the vibes in here, you know? Let's keep reminding her of this. The cage requires tribute. Jesus Christ. I'll include vampires on the next island, and we'll say that's a Nick Cage reference. That's about as good as I can do you. Speaking of the next island, stay tuned to the end. And we're gonna do our next island reveal. Ooh, stay excited. But yeah, sushi. Sush. And then we have another building that we're immediately gonna go into. Because we haven't watched National Treasure 2 yet. Oh my god, stop trying to make National Treasure 2 happen. This is a little outdoor seating area in case you take your sushi to go, I suppose. And then right next door to the fancy sush is a bar. Not just any bar. This is Lupin Bar. This is a bar that exists in real life and also makes a special guest appearance in another one of my favorite anime, Bungo Stray Dogs. And I just love the way this came out. I think it's so fun. Basically, it's this, not a speakeasy, but kind of like a very small, quaint place. Like, there's only a few seats. And it's like this long bar like this. And basically, the way you come into it, like, you go downstairs. And it's just like this narrow little room. Like, basically cut off the other half of the room kind of experience. But I wanted to make it based off that. Because, one, I would love to go there one day. Two, I wanted to include Bungo Stray Dogs because I love Bungo Stray Dogs. And three, it's a beautiful place in real life. So, I like the way this came out so much. I don't know what else to say. I just like it. All the jars up there I think is fun. I downloaded that plate and cut pattern specifically for this. I never changed the exterior of this building before I put up the dream address. Whoops. That's my bad. Oopsie. But yeah, cozy little pool table. I wanted to include some writing references because the characters in Bungo are based off the real-life authors of the same name. So I wanted to include just a bunch of books, writing areas, you know, this is where the authors are coming to chill, even though that was, I guess, a variety of times, depending on which characters / real-life people you're referring to. But, gotta catch Willy. Watch Willy's Wonderland. The cage plays a silent protag. Silly but fun. Discount FNAF. That's insane. The hell is Willy's Wonderland, and why does it sound like Willy Wonka but horror? Because I guess that's exactly what it is. That's freaking ridiculous. I love that. Wow. Yeah, not much else to say about this room. I tried to mimic the lighting, as best as I could to kind of resemble how it looks in real life, to as much as you can in Animal Crossing, you know? But I think it came out okay. I like that stained glass light a lot. Oop, our first victim of the night. Rest in peace, sir. Rest in peace. It's not too far off, actually. I gotta go. What has happened? You come back for one stream, and now we're talking about Nick Cage again. I did not sign up for this. Anyway, let's continue. Roach kills numero uno. Do they put the kids into the candy? I hope it is like horror Willy Wonka. So through this kind of little alleyway behind these buildings, we have a bunch of things. We got a post office, kind of nestled in here, kind of shoved in here a little bit. But honestly, I just missed the post office in the original Animal Crossing so much. So I was like, you know what? I'm making a post office, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop me. So that is the main reason of this build. Because boy do I miss Pete in the post office. But yeah, just little packages overflowing everywhere. It's kind of like an array of buildings here. Like the post office takes up quite a bit of space, but then there's like maybe a little mom and pop one-stop shop. There's some homes up top, kind of apartments that we will look into as we go around. That's why I'm back to talk about the glory of the cage. My gosh. You guys are something else. There's a little rest area over here, probably for the postal workers to come eat their lunch outside if they want or something, have a little picnic by the cliffside. And then when you come back here, yeah, you get not only a view of all these little upstairs apartments, you know, the little kind of overhead view, but also the big-ass lake, because apparently I can't make an island without a big-ass lake. It's hard to get a view of all of it, to be honest, because it's a pretty big damn lake. This was fun. This took me way too long, probably. I like all the petals floating over it, though. That's really cute. More like they eat the kids. What, sorry, what does the abbreviation IRC mean again? I feel like a grandpa. I'm like, what does that mean? Is that like one of those LOLs? God. Get me off the internet. What's she doing? Go back to bed, Grandpa. It does sound like a movie you and Nylon should watch for horror movie night. You're honestly completely right. I made a lot of these little, like, upstairs apartments in a lot of my fake buildings, though, and I'm a big fan. I feel like I really came into it throughout the building process, you know? Speaking of fake buildings, over here, we got a school. I really do like how this came out. This one really took some trial and error. Me writing that down, because I was too scared to ask. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, if I remember correctly. I'm thinking that you're talking about something else. No, that makes sense. Okay. I know I've, like, looked it up before. It's one of those things. It's like that one, and there's another one I never remember. But this is the school. Just your really run-of-the-mill school with those classic kind of windows. Love her. I put this little basketball out here last minute. I don't remember if I did that on stream or not. I feel like I didn't, though. I ran by this little water fountain. Yeah. There's really not a ton to say about this, besides that I like it. Little multi-story moment. No, it's fine. You don't have to clarify. I just had to get caught up. By the school, obviously, there's a little bus stop. Gotta love a little bus stop. I love these little retro transportation stops. I think they're so sweet. I am a big fan. But yeah, kind of a similar situation on this side to the other. If you come all the way over here, this connects to the bridge. And then there's just cars driving on through. We have a little truck delivering stuff. Not delivering to any of these buildings, but like, you know, just how you see trucks on the road. By the way, how much time did all this take to build? Do you mean like a specific build or just like the whole island in general? Whole island in general, basically about a year. Because basically like a few days ago was like my kind of 1 year stream anniversary. I probably should have done something. Like celebrated or something. But I did not do that. But yeah, about a year on all this, especially since we kind of added some other games in there in the meantime, so a little bit under/over a year. This was supposed to be done like weeks ago. I've just had stuff coming up because, you know, sometimes life comes up, but pretty happy with it overall. So if we come back down from the school, we got another little boba shop because I had the sign, and clearly I had to make more than one boba place because I love boba. Boba is life. Boba is everything. But yeah, we have this little place tucked in. How did that feel? Been streaming for a year now. Oh god, it's crazy because it feels like longer, but also not that long. I not recently, maybe like a bit ago, was kind of just like checking the quality of the VODs I upload. And I like peeked at my like very first stream for like a few minutes. And like, I feel like I don't sound as nervous as I was when I first started, you know? I also can't believe it was a year, because yeah, just last summer. That's when I started. It's crazy though. But I think I definitely did not sound as nervous as I actually felt. And yeah, now it's, I don't know, I felt, I guess, weirdly nervous today, just because like I felt really nostalgic. But it's just funny how like night and day it feels, you know, because I'm kind of just like, yeah, this is what we've been doing. Versus last time, I was like, oh my god, I hope everybody likes it. And stuff like that. But yeah, I can't believe it's been a year. I put these little trash cans on the side of the road just because I thought it was cute. City, you know, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy to be here, man. Okay, let's go this way. We're kind of backtracking a bit. We're gonna backtrack a little bit on this island. It's okay. I don't think I got the pathing down fully, because you can't really loop as much as I would like. But if you come this way, this is another one of our super early builds. It's the nuke shop. Never thought you sounded nervous at all. Wow, honestly. That's so funny that you don't think I sounded nervous. I don't know. I feel like really by like, I don't know. It's weird because like doing the streams themselves, after just a few, I was like, yeah, okay, like I'm just playing Animal Crossing, you know? Yeah, I like the way I rearranged it slightly. Did you just hear me completely lose train of thought in the middle of me talking? That's so funny. I really like the front of the store. But yeah, I just like, I don't know. I definitely would always be nervous on my stream days. But, actually doing it was, like, so different than, like, waiting to do it. I guess that's kind of a thing. I'm a person who, like, when I have to wait is when I get nervous versus actually doing the thing. Like, you know, going to the doctor, doing whatever. It ends up fine when you do it, you know? But, just waiting, I get nervous. But, definitely probably am not anymore. I feel like I've really gotten into it because we just kind of all chill together and do the thing, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, this is the Nook store. Anyway. Every time I hear the shooting star sound, my brain is like, star. Oh, that's right. I don't have my game on, so I don't even hear it. That's so funny. Let's go this way first. Because this is kind of like the back side of the store. We got obviously more vending machines and ABD. Love her. You get a lot more time to convince yourself that'll be scarier. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Well, I mean, gosh, before that, I had been ready to stream, like, I don't even know, at least a year. But then I kept chickening out and getting nervous just because, I don't know. I was like, what if people who were mean to me when I was in high school find it and make fun of me and, you know, just dumb stuff like that, just getting in my own head. But then I was like, you know what? Like, I want to play Animal Crossing again, so I'm going to stream and use that as an excuse. So that is exactly what I did. I don't know. I'm not like a super successful streamer or anything, but I guess my hype of the day, if you want to stream, just do it because it's fun. Yeah, I don't know. That's the best tip I have. I don't know about analytics and all that. I'm just here to have a good time. I was so hyped to start, and then you got so nervous when you actually started. Yeah, I don't know. Again, it was kind of like that thing where it's just like the day of stream, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm streaming again today. And then I'd start, and I'd be like, yeah, okay, we're playing. But anyway, behind the store, we have a little seating area for the Nooks to take their breaks, eat their little snackies. And yeah, just trucks unloading. I got that designed to make an actual Nook truck. I like that a lot. I think that's fun. Just do it. Shia would be proud of you. Oh, Shia, as in Shia LaBeouf. Never mind. I was like, who's Shia? I was like, she sounds nice. Oh my god. I'm such a middle-aged mother / grandfather. Maybe it's grandfather. I hope I give more grandpa vibes than Gen Xer vibes. But yeah, we got a little garbage. I feel like I should have put more trash here, to be honest. It just feels a little lonely. He's running with a knife. But yeah, that's the Nooks. That's one of the other earlier builds we do. I feel like I'm all over the place trying to tour this. But yeah, then we have their little bike parking. Obviously, I feel like everyone always does little tricycles or 2 bikes to symbolize the Nooks and their parking situation, and I simply could not resist. I also had to do that. I love that little bike sign. I think that thing is the cutest. I don't know. Something about it. It really just, it makes my brain go burr, you know? A lot of the design codes I really love. I want to on the next island, I want to actually write down all the codes I use and have them somewhere in case people actually want them. Because this island, I simply just did not write them down. Where do I want to be? Sorry, I want to be here, actually. I thought I needed to go around for whatever reason. This is another early little faux building we did. I love the red transportation stop. I think that one's a lot of fun. I like how oblong it kind of is on the right side. So yeah, this is just a little cafe kind of area outside of Nooks and all that. Little table, little chillin'. I made these little like buildings. I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be, but just to fill in space, add structure and stuff. So this way you can kind of go through to the Nooks. Let's go this way. And then here, we have another little beach area. Pretty simple, just some surfboards. And of course, more little references. So, I couldn't simply make a whole island without referencing Haikyuu. Because we all know I love Haikyuu. It's just a little volleyball boys doing their thing. And Gulliver, apparently. He's just resting. He can stay there. But yeah. Ever since they added the new volleyball net, I was like, I gotta do beach volleyball. You know, like, I just got to. So I added the little volleyball cart, the little score sheet, and yeah, just a little jersey. Be like, hey, volleyball. Bro did get knocked out by the ball. He's just like Hinata for real. Anyway, have a good nap, Gulliver. See you next time. Take care, buddy. But yeah, I like that little beach. I think that one's one of my favorites just because it's pretty simple. But yeah, little area, little vending machine, little capsule machine. Not sure why one would just be on the street. The train tracks continue over the bridge, and so do we. He's face down in the water. Kind of. He's just waterboarding himself at this point. Okay. When you come... I like how I just moved on. I'm like, he's just waterboarding himself. Anyway, he's on the beach. He's just taking a nap. The sand kept him warm. He just wants to take a nap. So right over the bridge, we have the train station. I like this one. I think it's cute. This one I also was inspired by. I can't remember who. But I found that little sign and just thought it was darling, you know? So, had to use it. I think I saw that and I was like, I have to make a train station literally because of this. But I like the like old like town kind of vibe, the train tracks feel, you know? Like I love these little piles. Where's the balloon at? I didn't even see it. Which way is it? Oh, there it is. Gosh. If it was like right here, I would understand. It's like so out of the way. You guys always want me to go get balloons. How to traverse? I have to go back over, so I think we'll go like in a circle. Let's go clockwise. Is that clockwise? No, that's counterclockwise. We're going counterclockwise. The island looks absolutely amazing. Thank you. I really put my heart and soul into it. I really just wasn't familiar with city stuff at all, so I'm very pleased at how it came out. I can't take complete credit. I got a lot of inspiration, which is why, like I said, I'm going to try and give credit to everything that I could physically find, because a lot of this I did not come up with on my own, because I don't think I physically could for City Island, to be honest. Hopefully my next one will have a few more original designs, and I gave my own twist to pretty much everything, but I definitely had some help along the way. The Animal Crossing girlies on Pinterest truly are a lifesaver. Here on this beach is just kind of a little, you know, little shower station, kind of get sand off you type thing. Why does that look like Boomer Bile? It kind of does, actually. Did I make a Left 4 Dead themed island? That's my next city island, is going to be a zombie infected island. That'd be kind of cool, actually. I don't know how you would incorporate houses into that. Boomer! But that would be kind of funny, actually. So, maybe if every single island doesn't take me an entire year to complete. Because if that's the case, we're talking like 5 years ahead of time at this point, because I have like another idea after the next one. I don't know if I'll actually do that though. Get to the boat. Lyman's home. Great. So, coming from that area, when you get over here, you have Lyman and his little fish shop. Lyman is a fisherman. I made him. It will take us a year to beat. Do not say that. Almost there. Gosh. I don't know if any of you play Left 4 Dead. It's like an old school zombie shooter. Not really. Is it? It feels crazy to call it old school. It came out in like 2008. But we've been stuck on a level for I don't even know how long. Too long. But anyway, this is Lyman's fish shop. I really inspired it by Willie's from Stardew Valley. And I think that really comes through. Maybe not in the colors, but in this kind of front setup. I really like how that turned out. Blair is so cute. I'm glad we got her. I should say hi to them. Well, this isn't a coincidence. What a pleasant surprise to see you here, Nutlet. She's so cute. I love her. I didn't know you were friendly with Lyman. I'm friends with everybody on this island. What do you mean? We should all sit down with a nice mug of herbal tea and have a chat. I can't see Lyman drinking herbal tea, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, I love this little fish shop. Can I get through? I don't think so. They're kind of in the way. I wanted to scoot behind the counter and talk to Lyman. I love Lyman. I'm really glad we got him too, because I think it was like between him and Gonzo for me. Or koalas, but I'm happy with Lyman. Ha, oops, I completely forgot I left my fish container out. So I guess now you know the big secret to my aerobics routine. Oh, I forgot Lyman is a jock and not lazy. Chester is lazy. I don't know why I got them mixed up in my head. That's funny. Let's keep this between you and me, okay? I remember being like, please get him. Yeah, I'm really happy that we decided on him. Maybe I can actually get through now. Oh yeah, there we go. But yeah, just the little fish shop. I do think it really looks like Willie's, which makes me happy. I would also kind of love to make a Stardew Valley island, actually. Like, make Pelican Town kind of 1-for-1. That would be really fun. This is just becoming a Stardew channel, I guess, apparently. But yeah, super simple. I really like this house. His is one of them. I think I say most of them are one of my favorites, to be honest. But I really love the way the inside of that came out. And I especially love the exterior, because not only does he have his little shop, but he also has a little fish market. And I love this build so much. I love it so much. I love the way everything's crammed in here. I love the lights. We've got his little fishing boat. I love it. I love it. I love this one so much. I think this is still maybe my favorite build, because it's just like, I love all the fish items, you know? I love these containers and the outdoor air conditioning. And we all know how much I love the outdoor air conditioning. I love these, like, drying racks, the barrels. Like, this is just a bunch of my favorite items combined into one build. And I love that little design code on the stall too. Just like the little net. I just think it's all so much fun. I love this build. Oh my gosh, and these fish trays. Look at that big tuna. The tank's way too small for him. I love these little fish trays though. I think those are so much fun too. And yeah, I love this build. I love all the fish in their little, what are those called? Tanks. I was gonna say jars. I was like, that's not right. I love this whole area. It's definitely still one of my favorites. And I love the way I incorporate the dock into it too. This I think I just came up with. And it's pretty simple, but I just shoved some stuff here, you know? And I just think it's real cute. You know how much I love the outdoors. Thought you were gonna say, you know how much I love the outdoors. I do love the outdoors. What do you mean? Look, I love the outdoors, but it just needs to be a specific type of outdoors. I don't like concrete in the middle of summer. I do love the mountains in any relatively cool month. Let's see. Let's go this way. Even though, again, not really the way I have planned to walk through here. But yeah, this is kind of the area lead. I could have just walked back. Well, that's what I should have done. That would have been better and more organic. Because basically you can take this path back up from Lyman's house. I just added this random little cone to the train tracks, but I really like it. I don't know why. I'm very happy with this whole little area. But yeah, cross back over the train tracks. You kind of are back in this not really park, but kind of park-ish area with the pretty little fountain. Speaking of, what time is it? Okay, we might not get to see that go off, I'm afraid. But yeah, just a little seating area back by the train station. You can sit and vibe, look at the fountain. I added that light, which I think is nice in the area. And then if you come through here, they have a little market festival. All kinds of stuff, little games, little treats. I made this build kind of around New Year's. So I guess it kind of gives like a New Year's festival kind of vibe. But obviously it's not New Year's anymore. It's cherry blossom season. But I know they do festivals kind of all year round. So what festival this is specifically, I do not know. But I think it's cute. And I really liked being able to use this game. I think that's a lot of fun. And I haven't used those items yet really either. But yeah, there's just a bunch of shops. You know, there's a bunch of food. Bunch of boxes. I kind of wanted to make it so it was like a bit like a maze and kind of tucked in here, and you have to go through all of it. I like this little light walkway. Thought that was a lot of fun. And yeah, I just wanted to add, there's some more fish market stuff, probably Lyman stock. There's like games and toys and ice cream and dessert and stuff. And I think the festival vibe is a lot of fun. Going up these beaches, pretty simple. I made a random little lavender farm just to fill space, just to chill. And then back here we have a little tea house. Nice little tea house. I honestly, I guess I was gonna say I wish I put a cushion here, but you can't actually put a cushion like underneath these. But yeah, just a little tea house. Let me do one of these. Hard to show it because the palm trees in the way a little bit. But I just wanted to make a little tea house building kind of situation, overlooking the water and stuff. I don't even remember when I did this. It wasn't that long ago, but I say now, like, build-wise, like, it's probably been, like, quite a few months since I've done this. But build-wise, it was probably, like, 3 or 4 ago, maybe? I don't honestly know. But yeah, just a simple little area. I wanted to make the little tea house, and I liked it overlooking the water. I thought that was nice. Another little shrine. I wish I put moss on that, but that's okay. And yeah, just very simple little beach. The rocks are always interesting to build with, because it's kind of like, what can you put on them, you know? But yeah, let us go. And I know I said the fish market was my favorite build, but this might be my favorite build, because this is a build, you know? Like, this is a big boy. So this I based on... Let me... Hang on. I can't access my computer. That's a weird thing to say. But I basically based this on... Can't remember if it's Shinjo or Shinto now, off the top of my head. I did a bunch of research. Basically, I wanted to make this respectfully accurate to, like, real-life shrines that you find in Japan and such. But, yeah, you walk through the torii. You bow, perhaps. Not through everyone, I don't think. But yeah, I just made this shrine area, and I think it came out really beautiful. I really like how serene it is up here compared to the rest of the island, you know? I like the stairs kind of leading up to it. It just feels, like, secluded, you know? And I really enjoy that. But yeah, I did a lot of research in this video, and now I can't remember everything I looked up. But this is kind of the area where you, like, ladle and clean your hands before you go to, like, give your blessings and offerings to the kami, they're called. Which are not really, like, gods, but kind of, like, deities of sorts. If I misspeak, definitely correct me. But, it's kind of like that sort of thing. And then you can go and leave donation offerings at the shrine. There's like a bell you ring, which is kind of symbolized on that pattern back there. I couldn't exactly recreate that in Animal Crossing because it's kind of like a big... I'm moving my hands as if you guys can see me. But like a big like bell that you kind of like pull. It's like a rope kind of thing. Don't be sorry for being late though, Vashi. Thanks for being here. You got here just in time for the shrine. That's what matters. I do think this is my favorite build. I don't know. I just like how quiet it feels up here. It just feels very peaceful. But then over here is where you get the little omamori. And those aren't the exact. I think one of these is Korean. And maybe the other is like red envelopes Chinese New Year, perhaps, I believe. Because they don't have everything in this game. But I thought those looked kind of similar, you know, to the best of my ability to recreate in Animal Crossing. But these are the little offerings that you tend to see people get for different occasions, you know, like get well soon and hope your pets feel okay, kind of stuff like that. Like, a lot of people come for, like, good exam grades type stuff. Yeah, they came out, it's like New Year's items, so a lot of this is very, like, New Year's feeling, but I do love it with the cherry blossoms, though. I think it really is pretty with them. Again, that's a good angle of it. But yeah, I don't know, I love it. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything. Obviously, it's not super accurate and I don't know everything, but I really enjoyed researching for this. It just was a lot of fun to, like, you know, at least to an extent, educate myself on something new and, like, try to be respectful and, like, just learn about something new. So I really enjoyed doing that for this island, and I want to learn more. Because, you know, I want to go to Japan one day, and I want to be respectful and see all the really cool things. But, yeah, I'm really happy with this build. It's definitely probably my favorite by, like, a lot. And I just love it. I just think it's so nice. I love the cherry blossoms up here. I love the little shrines. I love the torii kind of guiding you through it. I just think it's neat. But yeah, there's a lot of little items like that for like the seasonal stuff in Animal Crossing. Like in this category, yeah. So there's like right now, I guess it's prom season. in America. That's what America has. And then there's like that cool plant. I'm curious what that symbolizes. I like that in this. I know old Animal Crossings have done it as well, but I really enjoy in this the cage shrine. Oh my gosh. I like in this Animal Crossing how there's a lot of really different cultural things from like all over the world. I know the old Animal Crossings kind of did that too, but I like that the store tells you where stuff is from. And I think a lot of them say the holiday typically too. Yeah, like, I don't know what that is, how to pronounce it, what that means, but I like that it like says where it's from and then what the occasion is. I think that's really cool. I just think it's a cool way to expose people to new stuff that they might not know about, even if it's obviously not the most informational. But I digress. I'm yapping. When you come down from the shrine and past the market festival, you have the Able Sisters, which I definitely was inspired by a video because I had Able Sisters in another spot and I really liked it, but excuse me, not me burping. But I don't know, I just felt kind of uninspired, and then I was like, you know what? This is my island. I can move it if I want to. And I saw this video and it reminded me of the Able Sisters in New Leaf. And how it used to be like the hairstylist on top in 2 stories. So that just made me feel super inspired to do this. And I don't know, I really like how it came out. I love the multi-story. I think it's a lot of fun. Like the clothes hanging out front. It was really hard to build up here actually. And like have room. Like I still feel like I should be able to put something there. Because like I can walk here. But I don't know. Anyway, I guess I can't walk there. So maybe it does make sense that nothing fits. But yeah, I really like the 2-story. Yeah, I do love this side of the island. Honestly, as much as I just got done talking about how much I love the other side, I love this side too. I don't know. I really... I would hope I would love my own island, but I do really enjoy how most of this came out. I just am very pleased. A lot of really talented people on the internet inspired me for this island, and it was just so much fun doing something super different than what I typically do. So... I don't know. This little island is like my love letter to like Animal Crossing, people who are creative on the internet, Japan, and the things I want to learn, and obviously anime, even though, I don't know, that makes me sound like one of those people that's like anime. But anime, I don't know. Anime's done a lot for me over the past few years, and I won't get too sappy, because that's like, okay, whatever. But I found some of my favorite shows through anime, and, you know, the past couple of years have been something. So it's just nice being able to confide in fiction that way, sort of thing. But anyway, like I said, I'm yapping. So now we're gonna move on up. I believe we have... I always mean to show my map at the beginning and then I don't. Oh my god. I think we've gone through everything on that bottom half though, I want to say. So we're wrapping up here. Oop, I just kicked something under my desk. I hope you guys didn't hear that, but if you did, it's okay. Inspiration can come from anywhere. Honestly, there's so much beautiful stuff portrayed. I think I've just enjoyed consuming something that's not explicitly Western fiction, because it's so different in so many ways, and obviously every piece of media has its qualms. That's definitely not what I'm saying, but like, just seeing different perspectives in certain aspects has really been nice, because certain Western fiction tropes kind of drive me nuts. So it's just nice to see things portrayed differently, and again, just gaining new perspectives. I do like the map though. I like that I decided against covering the whole map in pathing for my roads, because it used to just be like a big black, not black, brown. I was like, do I know colors? Big brown slab. And it just looked kind of muddy and sad. So I'm kind of glad I decided to change that, even though I think it maybe doesn't look as good physically, just because I feel like the path kind of makes the like codes look a bit softer on the ground. But I like how the map turned out. I think it turned out okay for me. So we're back in the square, kind of back in the front. If you don't want to go look at all the rest of the city, you can instead come up on the big bridge, and there's little businesses on this bridge. Honestly, I don't know if these were the vibe for this bridge. Overall, I still like it, but I'm just like, is this like a weird thing to include? I don't actually know. But yeah, just a little cafe, kind of small food truck type things. Not food truck, street food type vendors. I need a drink. You guys all should do that too. Sorry, that's why I'm like, like in your ear. It's because I need to drink water. Because I won't stop yapping, even though I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. But yeah. You come up those stairs, there's 2 on both sides, there's scaffolding and buildings surrounding the community center. Whatever that building is called, I don't even remember anymore. But then you can take this big long land bridge to the back of the latter half of the island. Chester is also not home, but Chester has a plant shop. And I'm sad that he's not home. But if you come this way, you have a little street food corner. All kinds of food. I changed up this little building recently. Very happy about that. I like it much better. But yeah, just little drinks, fried food. I always think street food in people's videos and vlogs look delicious. So I just wanted to pay a little homage to stuff like that. Because, you know, I don't know. As much as I don't eat fried food that much, like, I feel like you find the most beautiful fried food in other countries. And I had to include it. I simply had to. It all just looks so divine. But yeah, I made this little building. I'm really happy with how this little one came out. I don't particularly know why, but I enjoy her. What can I say? I just do. But yeah, little drinks, little phone booth. Just like classic filler type stuff, little buildings and stuff. Thank you for saying my island is beautiful. Like I already said, I got so much inspiration from people online, so I'm not about to take credit for some of this stuff. But I do really love the way it all came together. So thank you. I appreciate that. About a year in and this is what we did. Feels pretty good to me. Let's go this way. Hi, Wolfgang. There's like hardly anybody home, I feel like. But if you come across this bridge, this was one of my later whole areas, to be honest. Like, we just kind of worked on this whole area over the span of a couple weeks. And I really love this corner of the island, too. So we have this little park right here. I included some soccer. Not really because of Blue Lock, but I guess for the Blue Lock fans, if you want to say that, go for it. But yeah, just this little park area in front of this big building that I made, which I think is a lot of fun. Do I know what that building is? Not necessarily. It could be like a hotel or something, maybe. Or like a fancy, nice place to stay. You like Blue Lock? Strider also watched Blue Lock, and I think Buffalo did too. I don't know if he's here. But, not one I've watched yet. Can't decide if I want to, because I kind of like the whole Kumbaya thing Haikyuu has going on about the power of friendship and shit. But, I could be convinced. Let me think. Let's go this way first. So if you go past the park, kind of nestled in these trees, there's a path. Yeah, maybe we can watch it together then if you want to rewatch it. But yeah, just some pathing. I guess I should have gone the other way. Basically, I've made a baseball field, which you can kind of see. This is kind of the area where a dugout is. But, yeah, excuse me. My throat's doing a scritchy thing. But yeah, just some pathing. If we go this way... Oh, Shep's home! That's exciting. I actually really like Shep's house. Let's go ahead in. So this is Shep's house. I kind of designated him as, like, the helpful guy around town. Like, I don't know. I feel like he fixes stuff, even if it's not necessarily the best. Like, I just feel like he helps people out and fixes stuff, you know? But this is his house. I made it look just a little bit messy. Like, he's got the sloppy sink, a little futon, big giant TV on that tiny little table. A shower. I forgot I put that in there. But yeah, he's got a little stove in his little kitchen and his washing machine. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. I love that. What was this again, Bubble? Oh, yeah. You know me. I love decorating with people's belongings that I steal. Whoops, not me typing. IQ Blue Lock and Kuroko's Basket is the holy trinity of sports anime. I've never watched the basketball one either. I need to watch that one. I've heard people really love that. But yeah, I like Shep's house. I think it's cute. I just like how kind of cluttered it is. I think it's like pretty cozy in here. I love the like warm tones. It's like warm but green also. Kinda, if that makes sense. But yeah, little lockers. Or he probably puts his clothes, I guess. He's got some drawers around. I didn't exactly make him a formal bathroom, but at least he's got plants. Who needs a bathroom when you have plants, am I right? That sounds like a weird correlation. I also put that poster in here because I don't know why. I don't like love it. I think it's Happy Home Paradise. Or maybe it's just like Nook Vacation or something, but I like it taped up like that. I think it's super cute. I wish there was a few more posters in the game like that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of his. Even this weird kind of tile I wasn't so sure about, but it's kind of fun. So I'm a fan of it. His little keys. I like his house. I think it's super homey. I would live there. As a friend of mine described it, Kuroko's Basket is basically Japanese teenagers with superpowers that play basketball. Interesting. Is it like actual magical realism, or is it like in an anime way? Either way, sounds fun. Outside of Shep's house, we have some little rice patties that I like to think he and Belair maintain together. They're neighbors and buddies. And obviously I wanted to include some rice patties because I saw some lovely builds with them on Pinterest, and I didn't particularly get inspired by any, just like a bunch of pictures I saw. I found this code and I was like, it's so pretty. So I wanted to use it. That's so accurate. It's in an anime way. Okay. They look like university students. Honestly, well, that is one thing with anime. I'm just like, anime be making like 13, 14-year-olds look like adults. And I'm just like, okay, let's not do that though. But yeah, this is Blair's house. And again, just like I made their houses like normal houses. They're not like businesses. Like Haikyuu look younger. Yeah, Haikyuu does look like actual teenagers, which I like. I guess Western media also like gets like 20 plus some actors to be high school students, and I'm just like, are you sure? But yeah, I don't know. Nothing really to say, like, commentary-wise. Just, like, I wanted to make these areas seem, like, kind of homey and lived in and, like, packed, but not, like, jumbled, if that makes sense. There's all Shep's stuff, you know? He's got, like, his paint and, like, his shed. His laundry drying. All that stuff. I like the whole area. I think it's, like, cluttered and messy, but cute and not, like, dirty, you know? We need a John Cena meme. Are you sure about that? God, I forgot that was John Cena. I always say that. I like how I just completely forgot. I never thought about that. It's true, though. And then up here is the museum. So I was talking earlier about the shrine. I don't even think I really mentioned that I, like, completely changed it off stream. Because what I built on stream, I kind of ended up hating. And that's because the museum was there, honestly. And I made that island kind of mountain. It was much bigger. Like, I think it honestly stretched to where that water is behind it. Maybe. And that was just, like, too big. Too much. The museum's such a big building. Like, it just did not work up there. So I decided to move it and rebuild it all. So perhaps one day I will release the lost files footage of me rebuilding it. I, like, edit it into a speed build. I just need to do commentary. Oh my god, I'm like burping. I'm so sorry. But I don't know how to do voiceover very good, so I need to figure out how to do that. So perhaps that will be released one day. Anyway, moral of the story is I decided to move the museum, and I'm so happy that I moved it and just stuck it up on this cramped little two-story kind of building. I think I maybe could have put in some more, what are they called? Storefronts to break things up a bit, because I feel like this is a lot of retro transportation stop. But I still really like this. Like, I just think it's a lot of fun. I like the nature of the two-story, and it's just kind of narrow to get in there. I like the random ladder. I really like that ladder item. I feel like it's kind of underrated. But if we go back the way we came and we go this way. So this is kind of a reference, not really. Strider just pointed this out. If you guys haven't seen the show Link Click, what are you doing with your life? Since we're talking about shows and stuff a little bit back and forth here, watch Link Click immediately. I guess it's technically a Chinese anime, if it's called anime, but one of the best shows I've ever watched. Anyway, there's a focal point with a claw machine like this. So this is kind of my Link Click alleyway, even though it doesn't really look like this, not really. Link Click is simply one of the best things I've ever watched, maybe ever. It's very great. Would recommend it. It's definitely super dark, so trigger warning, I guess, but you know, just it's simply amazing. And then we have the little secret beach, just chill. Enough room for if Red shows up. I wanted to keep this pretty simple. Nothing much going down there, just a little light. I like the light though. I think it's like lighthousey, but not, you know. But yeah, just another little oblong alleyway. Yeah, a lot of people haven't heard of it. It's like super underrated. We found it print at a con we went to recently, and the guy ran out, and it was devastating. But it was so exciting because like it's just super not very popular. Just you don't find art that much for stuff like that, so it's super underrated. It's so much. It's not fun. It's kind of a bummer. Some parts are fun. It's a very cool concept. I guess now that I'm yapping about it, like I can't explain it. Just look it up. It's really great. Anyway, this is my little Totoro nod. I made a little bus stop. I put the little umbrellas because I love Totoro. I think it's super cute. It kind of helped me reconnect with my inner child a little bit, that movie. I watched it for the first time last year. And I just think it's such a darling little movie. It just filled me with so much joy. So I just wanted to nod a little bit. Where's the cat bus? Yeah, see? You get it. You get it. No cat bus. I should have downloaded a code or something. That would have been cute. But we do have the bright red little umbrella that the older sister uses, and the little leaf that Totoro uses, and a little bus stop. And I just think this area is so cute. It's one of my favorite little areas. Past that, though, we have the baseball field, like I mentioned. And it's a shame, because our rock garden's so messed up. I put a rotten turnip down here, because I wanted ants to spawn. Because this is just a baseball field. Like, baseball's really popular in a lot of countries, honestly. But, I was like, this can be my JJK reference, because there's a singular baseball episode where the action show, instead, they play baseball. So, not really a reference. I just wanted to make a baseball field because I thought it'd be fun over here in this kind of park area. But, I thought the ants would be fun to be like, it is like JJK because Gojo stomps on the ants. But because I have custom designs all over the ground because of the rocks, it won't spawn here. So, no ants, unfortunately. I tried to make it work, and then a rock spawned literally right here. See? There he is. There he is. He's in my way. But you know, we can pretend it's a JJK reference, or it can just be a baseball field. But that's all there really is to that area. We have this little seating area kind of below the shrine, by the waterfalls and little areas and stuff like that. I think this area is cute. Kind of wish I incorporated a few more waterfalls around this kind of area, maybe. But hey, what can you do? Okay, that's this whole side. Guys, we are wrapping up. Don't look up there. We're gonna go this way now. Let's cut through this front. Hey, Wolfgang, he's waiting for his food. But yeah, we're back at Chester's. Unfortunately, we cannot go into his plant shop. Very upset about that. But if we go to this side of Chester's, he's still got all his little plant stock and like, I don't know, merchandise isn't quite the right word I'm looking for, but you know, something like that. This, I believe, is the first fake building I made, if I remember correctly, which I also was inspired by Pinterest, because of course I was inspired by Pinterest. But I really like this one. I like the use of the vending machine, obviously. I liked I like these little TVs. I think they're so much fun. I like putting them places. Because I feel like it kind of retcons, like, that this isn't, like, a super modern island, you know? Like, it's got, like, VHSs and stuff still. It's just kind of the vibe I was going for. I feel like that doesn't always come through all the time, maybe. But, you know, little nods like that. It's like, oh, yeah. Gosh, sorry. My throat is all scritchy scratchy. Give me just a minute. Everybody drink water. Not just me, but everybody. Okay. So when you come up there behind the plant shop, this is the final layer of the island, way up tippy top back here. Kind of just a walking area. This is me in Wolfgang's house kind of area. Wolfgang has a little garden. We can't go in right now, but, you know. I feel like the outside of his house kind of reflects the inside, so we hope at least. Him and I probably also work on these rice patties, you know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have more of a statement to that. We just work on it together, I guess. I have a little workbench outside. We got this little drying rack, because maybe Wolfgang is a bit of a fisherman, perhaps. And we'll walk to see that I have a big farm. But I have a big farm because my house is a little mom and pop produce shop. Mom and pop produce shop. That's a fun little rhyme. But yeah, this is just like a little local kind of store that's got locally grown all kinds of fruits and stuff. Little scale. I love the little lucky cat. I think he's so sweet. But yeah, there's just like a lot of fresh foods and stuff here, you know? A lot of homegrown type things. All local, stuff like that. Clearly, I'm a proponent of local business. But I think this came out super cute. Got a little checkout counter, little frozen foods, cooled foods, coolers in the back. I kind of wish I added some shopping carts. But yeah, little stock boxes full of new things. Homemade pie, homemade marmalade. I'm turning the light off, apparently. Just like, please turn back on. The fruit in this game does look delicious. It looks so good. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of based this off of a small shop that we used to have in like the town we went to college. I guess Apple went there too. It was a little shop on the corner of King Street. I don't know, they did like apple cider in the fall, and like we got our first live Christmas tree from there. So I kind of just based it off that a little bit. Just like the big crates full of like local produce was kind of the vibe I was going for in here. And I think I achieved it. I'm quite happy with this room. I like it. Downstairs is a fun little build that I did not do on stream. Because downstairs, I made a little truck unloading area. This I also was inspired by, I believe it was the Dream Island we toured way back when. That I honestly got a lot of inspiration from, let's be real. Yeah, those were the vibes I wanted it to go. But down here, yeah, there's a little truck delivery. More vending machines. This is a bit more city than the upstairs gives, I guess. Sorry. I am croaking from yapping so much, apparently. But yeah, just all kinds of stuff down here. I did include a shopping cart down here. So, there you go. I came back in the end. But I thought this was super fun. I kind of just did this on a whim one day because I felt like building. And yeah, I don't know. I needed to get something out of my system and work on something. But, that little porta potty in the back. I kind of liked using the porta potties on this island. I didn't use that many, but I don't know. I thought it was fun. I think I used like maybe one other one. What's that on the ground? Is that a part of the... Oh, that's a part of the flooring. Never noticed those little green spots. But I like this downstairs. I think it's a lot of fun. I like just like the vending machines and the radio and the trucks unloading stuff. The little kind of garbage lying around. If there's anything I love, it's crumpled up paper. And then we go upstairs. We have my little, like, studio apartment above the store. And this I did also redo off stream because I didn't love the way my room came out. It just felt a bit cramped and cluttered. So instead, we have this little front area where you like take your shoes off and stuff. Before you go into the rest of the little apartment. I've got my washing machine and cleaning stuff up front. This fun little retro massage chair. I think this thing's super funny. I love this room. Again, I was a bit inspired by some of the layouts of like a different room, and I like just how more open it is. I love this chair, it cracks me up. We have my little bed in the corner, a nice photo of Kiki above it, my bike. I think me and Shep might have the same bike, if I remember correctly. We have my little old retro TV with my toothbrush on top of it. I brush my teeth in the kitchen sink. I just like how like small, cozy vibes this room is, you know? Like I love the fridge with the stuff on it. It just makes it feel very real to me. But then in this back corner is like a bunch of excess stock that I guess have to keep somewhere, you know, to like stock the store and stuff. So it all overflows into my house, which is kind of funny. But yeah, there's all this stuff I'm putting away or whatever. A bunch of produce, cans. This, I guess, is maybe a company kind of portable phone. Back in the corner, I have a copy machine, which I love that item. Oh, thanks for the follow, Vexel. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day. I hope you're enjoying the tour. We're getting through my house. Obviously. But, I love that copy machine item. It's one of my favorite items in the game. That's just like, where do you use it, you know? But when you figure it out, like, mwah, it's just like the perfect little cherry on top. I don't know. I think she's a lot of fun. Nice usage of the water notification. I will do that. I need the reminder to drink water always. Let's be real. But yeah, and then a little shopping basket. Yeah, if it'll let me touch it. Maybe it's broken. Maybe I used it to bring faulty stock upstairs. I don't know. I just like this little room. It feels very, like, lived in to me. The little wallet, the little instant noodles, you know? The little, what is this called again? I don't remember off the top of my head. It's just because I'm thinking about, like, 8 things at a time. I want one of these tables so badly, though, like the blanket table. I think they're so much fun. And they just seem so cozy. But yeah, I love this room. I love my little rice cooker on top of the fridge. There's a little shelf with cups and stuff. It's just very, like, somehow it's, like, minimalist and maximalist at the same time, you know? I don't know. I kind of like that vibe. It's like, you only have, like, 2 handmade cups, but you love them. And your house is still a cluttered mess somehow, you know? It's kind of the vibe. I feel like the vibe I wanted for this whole island as a whole. It's getting real dark out. Which is good that we're almost finishing up here. But yeah, so my house is a little produce store. Probably because I worked in produce when I was in, like, high school. So I guess I wanted to include that part of myself. I love, like, locally grown fruits and vegetables, and, like, we're starting a garden. So I'm just very into stuff like that. But yeah, homemade pie, a little stock outside kind of thing. And then over here, we have my farm area. I love this farm. It's so much fun. We'll kind of go through it. Basically, second I saw someone do these diagonal farms online, I was like, I simply have got to do that. Mina, hello. Mina, you're catching us at the end of the tour, babe. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. We're looking at my farm right now. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to do the diagonal farms so bad. And then I was like, I want to, like, do the water and have it irrigated. So it's a little, like, large and unrealistic this way. But, I still think it turned out pretty good. And I really wanted to incorporate these 2 things. So it's kind of, it's both a large and not a very large farm somehow. Don't be sorry for being late. I appreciate you being here. And you still have fun news to tune into, so don't you worry. But yeah, I love the diagonal. I think it's so much fun. We just have this whole little farm area. I want to, like, not show too much over here. because we got to get to our last best for last. But yeah, there's a little well over there, little water pump. My favorite little tacoid, chilling with some tea after working on the farm, I guess. I like to think the gyroids are alive and that they help me. And then this is kind of an anticlimactic thing to show for second to last, but basically just more built up kind of area, little buildings. I love that like retro freezer. I forget what exactly it's called. But yeah, just some little buildings, little signs advertising karaoke lower in the city, I suppose. Someone maybe just got their produce, a little radio, because we all know I like to stick that little radio in these fences everywhere. And then yeah, this little corner, more vending machine, obviously, another little gyroid. I love the vending machines, what can I say? I like those random books up there too. I think that's the papers bundle, but customized different, and so it looks like books actually. I think I didn't remember that until just now. That's kind of cool. I wish I used that a bit more on the island. But yeah, outdoor air conditioning, little capsule machine, just little buildings. I'm not exactly sure what they might be, but more vending machine. Always more vending machine. Simply cannot ever be enough vending machine. And then guys, best for last, simply our most meaningful, impeccable build. When I first started this island, who would be my faithful campsite villager but Beardo? Of course, it's Beardo, so Beardo moved out. But I remember Beardo, and so do all of us. We have our little Beardo shrine. Maybe he's dead. I don't know. Oh my god. Not you raging, you're covering the Beardo shrine. By the request of Val specifically, we made a little in memoriam spot for Mr. Beardo. Maybe? Maybe, I don't know. Wasn't me. You guys keep this secret, okay? But yeah, we made a little in memoriam space. All people process grief differently. You guys are a trip, I swear. We just made a little spot. Clearly we should have made one for Tank instead. But we made this little spot to, I guess, unfortunately remember Beardo by. We have his little headstone, I guess. Maybe it's not a headstone. Maybe it's just a little shrine to pay our respects to Beardo at. And we have his little photo, obviously. And we have a little tissue box, which, by the way, that tissue box is super freaking cute. With the little fruit on it and stuff. Is that a persimmon? Is that even an apple or a pumpkin? That looks like a persimmon. Like there was in New Leaf. But anyway, that's a tangent. I think that tissue box is adorable. I think this area is hilarious. Because there's just this random little corner that I was like, what on earth am I going to put there? A tree, some flowers and bushes, obviously. The tissue box is for Val specifically. Exactly, you get it. But yeah. Best for last. What can I say? Yeah, that is Elysium, you guys. It's been a year doing this. It's crazy. I can't believe it's been a full year and we're finally done, man. I'm so happy with this island. It was so much fun. It was such a passion project just because I haven't played Animal Crossing in quite some time since this gap. Like, my first island.
Right, as always.
I love you guys. But yeah, just like I took like such a break and I was like, I only made the one island when the game first came out and I just really was itching to do something new. So this was such a fun thing to sink my teeth into and spend so much time doing. And I love it. I love how it came out. I love Elysium. I'm sad to see it go after this. Because, how do I emote? Not me not knowing. I'm talking about, oh, I love Animal Crossing. It's so sentimental. I don't even know how to play. But yeah, I'm sad to see Elysium go because, guys, we've got to do a new island after this one. Do we not? So to preface a bunch of things first, because I want to leave off with the island announcement. Because obviously I have to do that. I have to leave you guys in suspense. So we're gonna take a very Beardo Island. You guessed it. You got it. You're a genius. So we're gonna take a very brief break from Animal Crossing, just because I have a lot going on in life right now, and As much as I love Animal Crossing, it does take brain power, and I just need just a very brief reprieve from that, if that's okay. It will probably only be like a month tops, because honestly, the mood I'm in currently, I'm very excited to get into the new one, so it's not going to be that long. Also, no stream on Friday because I have to travel for an appointment. Brain power! Exactly. But yeah, so no stream on Friday, unfortunately. Hopefully I should be back Monday, right as range. But, oop. What the heck? Oh, I hit my camera. Let's get into movie mode for this one, shall we? On to more important pressing matters. Guys, what is our next island gonna be? Well, I know I haven't stopped yapping. I'm being so fucking dramatic right now. I haven't stopped yapping about how I'm not used to making city islands and all this modern stuff. We saw my very first tour. If we didn't, it was a very witchy, foresty island tag. Beardo. Nick Cage. Oh my god, you guys are... I'm like, let me talk! As if you're actually interrupting. No. So, I've yapped and yapped and yapped about how city is not really my thing. Well, that's because our next island is going to be a fantasy one again. We're going to make a very classic high fantasy themed island. I'm very excited about it. It's going to be based off my book world that I'm writing about, the D&D world that I'm currently in the midst of attempting to create. But guys, it's not just going to be any fantasy island. Oh no. We're going to have all the bells and whistles. There's going to be swords and stuff. There's going to be, you know, castles and things. But it's not just any fantasy island. It's going to be a 4 seasons fantasy island. So each quadrant of the island is going to be a different season of the year. We're going to have spring, we're going to have summer, we're going to have fall, and we're going to have winter. We're going to incorporate all of the seasons into one island. People have done this before. It's not my idea. It's nothing new. But I'm really, really excited to tackle it, and it's going to be quite challenging, and I'm very excited about it because it's a design element I'm more familiar with, mixed with something that I'm not familiar with. And I think it's going to be pretty freaking neat. Look at this. Look at the shooting stars in the background. Really, really cinematic there to end us out. But yeah, that is the theme. We will reveal the name once we start this island in just a couple of weeks. I know, right? The shooting stars. The shooting stars are a paid actor. So is Wolfgang, apparently. Wolfgang wants to do the outro. Maybe not. Oh, God. Did you miss the theme? I was so dramatic and I pulled it out. No, so the theme for our new island, I will reveal the name once we start working on it and we restart, but the new theme is going to be a 4 seasons fantasy island. All that, and I missed it, I know, right? It's Beardo Island. Yeah, maybe we'll incorporate Beardo somehow. I don't know. Maybe he'll be like the god deity of that island or something. We'll figure it out. Maybe he'll just be our campsite villager again. Not to put this on my conscience, but if for some reason he is my campsite villager again, I might make a rule where we can't get rid of him or something. He's the villain. You're so right. He totally is the villain. But yep, that is the new island theme. I've said it again, but I'll still say it again. A 4 seasons high fantasy island. I love fantasy. It's my favorite genre. I love elves and witches and knights and pirates. Oh my god, I can't. I'm gonna make a whole pirate section. It's gonna be amazing. I'm not gonna yap about pirates. I'll never shut the hell up. I will re about pirates once we get there. But guys, I think that's gonna do it for today. We toured Elysium. We're gonna say goodbye to her together the next time we are back in Animal Crossing, and I don't think I'm ready. Thank you guys for being here for this island. It means so much to me. I love her. I love you guys. Thank you for watching my streams and for doing this with me. This is so sappy. I'm not gonna get that sappy. I just love you guys. I love this silly little game, and I'm so excited to build the next one with you guys. Thank you all for watching so much. I hope you all have a great weekend, since I won't be with you on Friday. And that is all I got for you today. More sappiness. Exactly. I'm sappy. I love you all. This is a threat. But yeah, stay safe, stay hydrated, all that jazz. I love your faces. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Stay safe. That's it. That's the show. Bye-bye.